Hello and welcome to the ACE introduction video. My name is Ghost and I will be your trainer for today. Alright, so first thing first, we need to configure our most essential key bindings. So let's do that. Alright, press escape to your menu, click configure, then controls, and over here we have our listed of vanilla controls. We have infantry movement, etc, etc. Well, on the bottom here we want to click configure add-ons, click on add-on, and click on ACE3 Common. You can see that you have a lot of new key bindings that you can change. So for now, let's just keep it to the ACE3 Common. Right? So you have few essential key bindings over here listed down below, but the most essentials are Interact key for left windows and Self-interaction key for control and left windows. Make sure that your left Windows key works with your keyboard, as sometimes it doesn't work. Also, if you don't like this key binding, you can rebind it to whatever you like. Alright? Okay, one of the main cool features of the ACE settings is that when you get really close to an helicopter... Oh no, let's get back, let's get back. You can see that there's a dust around your goggles. Now this is an unwanted feature when you're inside a combat. It can really disturb you in some ways. So just to remove it, you can just wipe your goggles by pressing Ctrl, Shift and C. You have nice and clean, shiny goggles. Right, the other things that you can do is when you walk around and you'd want to point your group to go somewhere or just to maintain some kind of direction of a fire, you can show. Just simply pressing by Shift and console key. Now the console key is situated above the tabulator, so it can be different in any countries or any keyboards. Okay, next cool feature is, in the vanilla game, when you go next to a door, you have to be near and have this action menu for closing and opening doors. Or you have to scroll down and click open door. Well, interaction menu, ACE3 interaction menu does that for you as well. So when you are standing next to the door, just press Ctrl and space. The door is open for you. When you're behind the door and you want to get it closed, just press Ctrl and space. It's a cool neat feature for a CQB area where you don't have the time to play the action menu. Now ACE3 includes as well as wind deflection and wind ballistics. So if you shoot really far away, the bullets will drop and the wind will affect the bullet drop as well. So just to get a rough estimation of where the bullet should go, just press Shift and K. And you can see on the left top corner the wind direction. As you can see, the bullets fly mainly to the left side of my aiming point. Right now, since we're almost done with the introduction part, let's move forward to the self-interaction menu. As you can see on the right side, you don't actually now see with the ACE mode how many bullets you have left in your chamber. But for that you need another cool ACE3 binding. So just press Ctrl R, and on the top right corner you're gonna estimately see how many rounds you have left in your chamber, just to give you an example if you need to reload or not. Alright. The second part is the self-interaction menu that you can open by Control and left Windows key. Now as you can see, now your interaction menu, self-interaction menu opens up. Now if you want to click on something, you have to just point your mouse and then another menu opens up. Well, particularly I don't like this kind of a menu showing. I would prefer to just show your mouse cursor and just to tap around. Well, you can edit this in the ACE settings menu, so just press Escape and click ACE options, and over here you have always display cursor for self-interaction, and click on setting yes. Also the same applies for interaction menu, so You can choose it over here. Always display cursor for interaction. Click on yes. Or click close. And now when you press self-interaction menu, Control left Windows key, you can see that you can now just safely point with your mouse and you don't have to look around. Now next cool feature is gestures. Now you can have really few cool gestures such as engage and stuff like that. But usually it's better to have them rebind on some kind of other key setting. So when you go to configure and your controls, you can configure it in the configure add-ons in A3 gestures. Now what I like to do is just to rebind just few of the essentials like pointing and for friendlies to stop shooting. If you're in some kind of a tactical unit, you can really practice with these gestures and make it up to it. And when you're in a CQB environment, you don't have to use direct or radio communication at all. Okay, for the next part, let's move to the team management. Well, to join a team, you're gonna need to find some kind of a buddy that's willing to join your team. Well, let's say Jack's gonna join my team. Are you with me, Jack? Well, let's just pretend that he said yes. Okay, let's open interaction menu. That's left Windows key. It's down at the bottom. Okay, Jack, don't move. Oh, I didn't want to restrain you. Okay, never mind. That's one of the features that you can do, that you can restrain friendlies or enemies. So I'm gonna free this prisoner. Of course, he's not a prisoner. Alright, let's do that again. So interactions, join group. Alright, now as you can see, the Jack is my team leader on the bottom. And also your shack tab compass open up with your team management. Now when you go to the self-interaction menu, team management, you can either leave a group, become a leader, join yellow, blue, green or red team. So it depends on which buddy systems or squad you're going to use or fight teams you're going to use. So let's say I want to join blue team. It now says on the top right corner that you joined the team blue, and you have to give it a few seconds to show it on the actual team management as well. Okay, now for the fun part. Now Ace adds a lot of new items into your inventory. So let's check that. We have full arsenal over here. This is my guy. And let's click on the uniform and let's get to miscellaneous items. Now you can see there's a lot of new items. We'll just go through the essentials. For example, like the range tables for your mortars, 8 tracks for even ballistics, bloods, cable ties as shown before, earplugs, the essential of every marine or soldier, airstrobes, very good for your night missions, mag lights, your magnification lights for your map, morphines, packing bandages, plasma, range cards. We have also surgical kit, Vicarious, etc, etc. Okay, so for now, let's take a look at the medical stuff. As you can see, I'm bleeding and I'm a little bit in a pain. But the red markers show that obviously I'm bleeding, and the white flashing shows that I'm in pain. So to treat yourself, just go to your self-interaction menu, go to your medical, and I can see that my left leg is hurt. So I can either bandage or inject morphine. But first you want to stabilize the blood. Okay, if there is only yellow marking on the different type of body, that means that it needs only one bandage. If it's red, it means it's gonna need to take 2 bandages. Alright, as for the pain, I can inject myself morphine, either to my left leg, right arm, leg, but not onto my torso or head, so just be aware of that. So left leg, inject morphine. As you can see, my white flashing is already gone. Also to be aware, the medical stuff that I apply for this video is only covering the basics settings for ACE medical supplies. There are also advanced one, but we'll go to that in another video. Now for the last part, equipment. Now in equipment you have different things that you can do. For let's say I already have my earplugs in, so I can pick them out. I can pick them in. It's a good tip to get your earplugs in before every mission starts, because when you stand near a MMG or some kind of a even heavy machine gunner, you will get a deaf and a earring into your ears. I don't want to show that in this video, but you can test it out for yourself. Also, next things, you can open some kind of different equipment that you have. So let's say Kestrel or range cards. You can copy range cards. You can show Kestrels. And also, you can attach items such as iris strobes or chem lights. Let's just move the time a little bit and let's make it the dark. Okay, as now as you can see, it's nighttime and it's perfect for covering your missions and approaches. Now, but if you do have a friendlies nearby, you don't want to get shot upon. So that's what iris strobes are really good for when you have a night vision. So I'm gonna go to self-interact, attach item, iris strobes. As you can see, my iris strobe is already attached, but you can see no difference because it's infrared vision. So when I put down my night vision on, I can see that my iris strobes are flashing next to my right. Now you can also attach the iris strobes to some kind of vehicles or chem lights. So let's attach to this M113. So let's attach item, iris strobe. I'm going to place it over here. As you can see, the iris strobe is flashing, but you can't see it when you don't have your night vision on. Now, and the last part is the interaction menu. As you've seen before, the interaction menu is left Windows key, and you can use it for attaching or detaching items. So I'm going to detach the iris strobe that I attached before. Or I can access the cargo vehicles. That's for the cars. I have a, let's say, spare truck over here. As now we can see, we have a spare track over here. I can load it, I can carry it. There's a lot of different interactions that you can do. For let's say if your track is broken, you just go to next to the vehicle and you can repair it. You can repair vehicles, you can repair tires. Also the interaction menu works for refueling the helicopters, as there's actually a fuel hose. But you can all test that out by yourself. But one of the last things that I want to show you is with the map. Now as you open your map, the A settings does add the night to your map as well. Like if you're not under a light, you won't see anything. That's why you have your own personal flashlight. So when you go for self-interact flashlights, turn on mag light, you can see I can point my flashes all around it. Now I can see. But be aware, when you're inside your map and you have your flashlight open, there's a little flashing light like the iris strobes that it can reveal your position towards your enemy. So always be aware of your environment where you open your map. Okay, so that's almost everything that I want to talk about you with the introduction to the A settings. There's a lot of stuff that I wasn't shown in this video, but it will be shown on the next other ones. So I hope you enjoyed it, hope you liked it. If you liked it,